You have definitely been told this before, but the fact is you don't have unlimited time, and it's so obvious, but if you really think about it in terms of big events like this, if you're lucky, you get 80 Christmases, you get 80 summers, for example. If you're 20 years old and you're watching this right now, you only get 60 more if you're lucky, and that's it, which is absolutely crazy to think about. And the sad thing is, many people haven't really woken up to this fact and still think that their life starts, for example, when they move out, when they get a job, when they get that kind of job, or when they get this amount of money, etc. They think their life starts then, when the fact is, if you're 20, you're a quarter through your life, if you're lucky, and that you still don't think your life starts. Like, that's absolutely crazy. So today I'll just be talking about this whole topic and how to actually internalize it. And this is what I like to call the ultimate life lie, is the fact that you tell yourself, oh yeah, my life is going to start when I get that job, for example, or when I earn this amount of money, when I meet that person, when I move out, when I do this, when I do that, which is obviously not true. Your life is starting right now, whether you like it or not. And this leads to either two things. Firstly, you have to accept this, but this also leads to two things. You can look at this in a negative way where, oh yeah, my life's already started, I've wasted so much time, what's the point anymore? Or you can look at it in a more constructive way, and instead of scaring you, which it does to a lot of people, because a lot of people, I believe, are still kind of in denial that their life is starting right now. They're still in denial that this is what living is, that it's not some like mysterious far off thing. Don't get me wrong, obviously, I'm not saying this is your peak life right now. That'll be something else, but I'm just saying this is life right now. And the fact is, when you're older, if you're young right now, you'll be looking back when you're older, and you'll take anything just to be back and be this young again. And I know that's and I feel like everyone really deep down knows that's true. But really internalizing it in yourself, and really just really reflecting on this, I think is just so useful, because you will be so aware of how to act now, realizing that you are this young and your future self will do anything in order to get back to this position you are in the present right now. But like I said before, just don't make this fact scare you, because that is definitely one way to take it, but it kind of relates to what my video I did before about if not now, then when. You have to stop planning so much and actually start doing stuff. That's the real point of this video and the real point of this whole message, because there's no point just reflecting on this and then not doing anything with it. It kind of gives you a little bit of urgency, realizing that your life is happening right now. You're a quarter through your life already if you're 20 years old, if you're lucky. It does give you a lot of urgency to do what you've always wanted to do, because you're not going to be here forever, and there's not going to be a magic day when you feel ready to do this thing you really want to start. It could be anything, like I said. It could be going to the gym, it could be starting a business, it could be reading a book, it could be really fun, it could be really, really simple. But you won't make a change unless you start right now and start in this moment. And you can put off stuff for months, for years, if you really, really tried. And the simple fact is, it's so cliche, but literally the first step is always the hardest. Literally just, for example, opening the page is the hardest. Getting your shoes on to go to the gym, that's the hardest part for most people who've never done it before. The first step's always the hardest, and realizing that this isn't going to magically happen once you hit a certain age. Your life isn't going to magically just come together. Your life is happening right now. And that is the whole point. And that is basically the main message. Just remember that your life is happening right now, and don't use this to scare you. Use this to guide your decisions, and use this to give you a little bit more urgency to what decisions you make. And think about, I know it's cliche and you might have thought about it before, but think about in the future, when you look back on it, you're going to look back and you'll do anything to be this young again. You'll do anything to make that decision again. It's all about regret, and it's all about opportunities, whatever. You've heard it all before, but the fact is you just really need to internalize this, and the best time to start is now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something.